我叫 Robin， 07年我到澳洲墨尔本读书，接触到了咖啡。我从最初的刷杯子、打奶拉花、学做浓缩到烘焙咖啡，一步一步地学会了完整的咖啡制作工艺。13年的时候，在上海松江开了一家叫做奥蒂贝的咖啡工作室，从此开始了我自己的咖啡之路。这些年，我看到了咖啡行业在中国的蓬勃发展，让我在激动之余又心生了许多困惑。其实我一直想回墨尔本看看世界咖啡之都的咖啡变成什么样子，也去拜访一下多年未见的朋友们，听听他们对咖啡的理解。我们走吧。
In this episode, we will spend a few days to visit some manufacturers of tools and machines of the coffee industry. We call this the story behind the coffee industry, but we will see much more than coffee itself. 大家猜猜我们现在在哪里？我们现在在一家墨尔本非常有名气的咖啡公司 Genovese 是一家历史悠久的咖啡公司，他们在墨尔本应该有50-60年了吧，一直追寻着传统的意大利工艺。我们今天来参观一下他们的工厂。Hello.
Hello.
Robin.
How are you? Danny's my name.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So here we are, Genovese.
Genovese Coffee. This is our premises.
Okay. So the factory in the back.
Factory's in the back.
Can we have a look?
Most definitely you can have a look.
Oh, 看看。
On pallets.
Okay.
Right, from the container. And then what happens is they deliver the coffee to us. And we have several warehouses where we keep the raw coffee.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
The raw coffee goes into there.
There.
Yeah, specific types. Each type has a home.
Individual. So you can put 20 different beans in that tin. Individual.
What we do is we roast every origin individual.
The blend later.
We blend after roasting.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because it's far more better control. Because each coffee is different. Our main blend has got 14 types of coffees in it. 1/4. Right? And we taste it. If it's not right, we know how to adjust it by adding other coffees that most people pre-blend. If you pre-blend, you cannot bring each origin to maximum quality and taste.
Same flavor.
Right? Because they're all different.
Yeah.
They put them all together raw. You can't roast them to their maximum taste and quality.
How many green beans do you use every month?
Well, we use a minimum of 14 to 18.
40 to 18.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, variety.
Variety.
Origin.
About the
Tonnage, we do about 50 tonne a month.
50 ton a month.
Yeah.
50吨一个月。Genovese 是一家非常 有历史的咖啡公司，所有的工艺、制作手法都是非常的传统意大利式的咖啡制作方法，但是是用非常现代化的工业机械来生产。Impressive, sir. Impressive.
Well, it's just all.
This is all ready to go.
All ready to go.
Yeah.
This is where all our dispatching is done. Into the vans and then it goes out. And then we get interstate orders and all over Australia.
Okay.
Very traditional.
Very traditional, yeah. This is the cedar building. Building.
Training for the customer.
Wow, mamma mia, this is the, isn't it? So this is all the,
All the different coffee companies throughout the world that we visited.
oh, okay. So how many,
Oh,
Hopefully.
too many.
this is a very old style?
Yeah,
traditional.
1800.
1800.
Yeah, we have a lot of old equipment that we collect.
So this is all going to be the collection.
Yes, well I have a collection of machines, I have a collection of... You saw the
Cups,
wall
yeah.
over there, that's all full of cups. We collect cups.
Yeah.
Machines, we've got a lot of machines that we haven't put out on show yet because we want to build a museum.
A museum, coffee
Yeah,
museum.
coffee
yeah.
museum.
That's the oldest model for Mazza.
Yeah, well, we are representatives of Mazza in Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that granite before. This is my first time on the wall.
Which one have you got? Oh, you've got a modern one.
Modern one.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are brother, right? This is
Yes.
a family business. Okay?
Yes, totally family.
So could you tell a little bit story about this family, Genovese?
Like,
long time ago.
Long, 45, 43, 44 years ago.
44 years ago.
And it was just like a business for any family. Looking after the children, mum and dad together, the children together.
Yeah.
After 43 years it grows.
So big.
It's not a little business
It's not a
anymore.
little family business
It's
anymore.
not easy.
No, and it's not easy, no.
No.
You know, before dad could scream at him, he listened. I can't scream at him, he won't listen.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
You know. But
But we don't
the
scream that
main
often.
thing, the secret is just like the family at home.
So that's
here.
the secret from the business.
You have to stay just as close in business as what you are at home.
Yeah.
If
And
you can't do that, the business doesn't work.
This is very like traditional Italian business way.
Very traditional Italian.
Very like
And they're successful because the family stays
Together.
together.
Yeah.
that's the key point.
You know.
Yeah, happy for that.
Otherwise, you got everybody. This one pulled that way. That one pulled that way. You go like that.
But what
Yeah.
about the coffee in Melbourne? So I mean, it's quite different to the Italian, right? Italian.
The coffee we brought into Australia 40 years ago
Yeah.
was the coffee that they used to drink in Italy.
Yeah.
That's right.
40 years ago, they used to make beautiful coffee in Italy. Now, not as much anymore.
No.
Well, too many outsiders have got in who have not necessarily destroyed the Italian taste, but they don't really understand. They're bringing in flavours that aren't normal, right? I mean,
The flavour has been lost.
and,
if
and,
you know
and
it.
unless you understand what those flavours are, you can't really make a traditional Italian coffee.
Of course.
And with espresso, it's even more. How can I say it? More difficult because there's not a lot of people that really understand what a true Italian.
What is the flavour supposed to be? That's what they don't understand.
No, there's 2 or 3 companies in Australia that, as we are family, they've come from family roots and they understand what they are. But
Because you grow up with the flavour.
that's right.
And you grow up with the culture.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
yes.
That's right.
At the same time, it's all part of one. Yes,
Yeah.
So you got
That's
companies.
something in your blood.
that's it.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can try and teach, but that's the most difficult part. But
So it's like the American coffees. They've all come from the cowboy with the pot on the fire,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they have these big cups of coffee. Italian espressos, the bigger the cup, the more the water, the more it takes the flavour away.
Less flavor.
Less flavour, see, so consequently it's a completely different culture. And there's nothing wrong with percolated American coffee, don't get me wrong. It's just that they don't understand what a true Italian espresso is all about, because they come from a different culture. It's like when I go to Singapore and I drink the local coffee in Singapore, that's a different culture again. You go to Indonesia, that's a different coffee again. Each country has their own culture.
Coffee culture.
Yeah. Well, we keep the traditional way that we've always done it. We haven't changed. Our father laid down basically the whole groundwork, the whole foundation, and we've stuck to that.
So what about the children? Are they happy to do that?
Yeah, well, we've got my sister's son in the business now. My son's been in the business for 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And my son's here.
and Ray's son's now started with the company.
Okay.
Has to keep going that way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
It's like a wheel.
yeah.
Have to turn all
Exactly.
the
It's
time.
like a wheel. Keeps turning.
The
And
grinder.
hard work.
Like
And the grinder. Yeah, that's right.
Hard work too. But it keeps everybody happy.
Everybody happy.
You see.
Yeah. It's very good. You know what? I smell history. I smell the story.
Yes.
So how long this machine?
This is 1962.
1962.
1962.
Just after 1961. E group 61.
He's 61, but this machine hasn't even done 50 copies. Brand new.
Brand new.
History.
1962年，这台机器还做不到50杯咖啡，他们就已经把它收集起来。Collection.
These ones are used.
What's this going on?
Yeah, that's what
The airplane.
That's right. How much they used to love. How much everything has changed now.
Yeah.
This was once upon a time when coffee was in their heart.
Over 60 years. Or?
Oh yeah, this is probably a good 70 years old. This one.
70 years old.
So they're all. These are 1940s.
1940.
Yeah. I've got so much to put out. I've got so much. I haven't got enough time to put it all together.
So you guys want to do a coffee
Museum. Yes.
It's up here. Yeah.
When they give
more
me
to come.
When they give me the time to do this.
Yeah.
See, look, things like this. These are old coffee machines. I have to put them on the wall.
Excuse me? Put on wall.
On the wall.
Stick on wall.
Yeah.
So this is
For
the.
display. Yeah.
这一层全都是历史。
There. They were the founders.
Okay.
I don't know if you can,
Yeah. Maybe.
if you want it, even with, but they're.
Can I?
Yeah. Yeah.
这两位呢，就是 Genovese Coffee 的创始人。How big is this building?
See, look, beautiful old poster there. That's from about the 1920s. That one.
1920.
No, 1920s. Yeah.
一幅来自1930年的油画。After parting with Genovese brothers, I feel a great respect for this traditional coffee company that serves thousands of cafes all over Australia. From there, we've learned how Italians follow family tradition and how family business get passed on one generation after another. 前两天喝了一杯非常棒的巧克力，今天我们就来到他们的工厂，他们工厂就在那里办公室，那边好像仓库里面好像有人，我们进去看一看。这个就是他们的公司，叫 Flowers。
Yeah, well, that's it. Absolutely.
This is the Flowers factory.
Yes. How you going?
Robert.
Marco. Hi, Robert. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I drink the chocolate in the city.
Yes.
I found it's great chocolate.
Thank you. That's
So
us.
that's why I'm coming here for today.
Great.
So check it out.
Yeah, sure.
So this is the factory warehouse.
Yes. So look, this is our warehousing site.
Okay.
As you can see, all our pre-packaged products are on the shelf, and then raw ingredient is kept down towards the blending room.
You say you have a special blend for, kind of like the customized blend. for
Yes,
customer, right?
yes, exactly. We have many. We customise for
Can I
many
try a little bit? Will you be able to make one for me which I fly, 8,000 kilometers from China to here? So as a gift.
I tell you what, Robin. Why
Yes.
don't you and I make your own hot chocolate?
Let's go.
We'll develop it.
Beautiful.
Done. Let's go.
Let's go.
So look, what I've done is we've got a couple of different sugars for you and some different cocos to give you an idea of. We use a lot more cocos than this, but to give you an idea of cocos, they're all alkalized differently. So you'll see the colour differences in them.
Yeah, this is much darker. It's like coffee powder.
Yeah, right. It's very dark, and when you smell that, you'll smell its really, really deep, dark notes. So something. Yeah, go for it. Compared to say this cocoa here, which has got a really big chocolate note to it.
Yeah, exactly. Sweeter.
Yeah. So not every cocoa smells like chocolate. You know, if you try, for instance,
smell very heavy.
yeah, and then the one on the end, it'll have a real malty note to it when you smell it, and it actually delivers a malty note.
So what you mean is this cocoa powders all come from one type of seed, but through different process,
Yes.
it create different thing, right?
Yeah, that's right. And the process for cocoa and the flavour starts from when they take the beans off the tree and the way they ferment the beans, and then the way they dry the beans, and the flavour starts from there. So what we're going to do is I want you to have a smell of some of the cocos, look at the flavour profiles that you think will come out of them, and we're going to make your own drinking chocolate.
Let's do it.
All right,
Let's do it.
So the tools of our
So-
trade are obviously
So I don't know
scales.
how to put it in.
That's okay, so I'm going to do it with you. All right.
Okay.
All right. So the tools of our trade are scales, and these are fine scales. These go down to 0.3 of a gram.
Okay.
All right. And so what we'll do is we'll start with sugar. Now,
Sugar.
yes. So the first question is, how dark do you like your drinking chocolate? Because when people say, when people talk about chocolate, the drinking chocolate they love, there's no right and wrong. Some people like it sweet, and some people like it dark.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
So
like coffee. There's no best coffee in the world. Only the one you like the most.
exactly, perfect. So, how dark do you like it? Do you like the cocoa notes to come through, or do you have a bit of a sweet tooth?
But personally,
Yeah.
I like cocoa.
You like the cocoa?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want the ingredient itself, the taste from it.
You want okay.
Yeah.
So what if we look at doing a 50%? Do we do a 50% cocoa? Or do you want darker than that?
Let's try.
All right, let's try 50%.
We start with the middle one. Okay, and then from that we'll do the adjustment.
Perfect. All right.
Okay.
So, would you prefer brown sugar, white sugar, or a
I
combination of
prefer
both?
brown sugar.
Brown sugar? Done. Let's do that. So if we're doing 50%, we'll do 50 grams.
50 grams of brown
Yeah, we're going to do
sugar.
100. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do 100 gram finished product. So
Okay.
as I say, it's a very precise process, so we'll get it just
Yep,
right.
beautiful.
Done. 50
Okay.
grams. Now, if you like the darker notes, do you like a chocolatey note to your drinking chocolate, or do you like more of a cocoa?
Chocolatey.
Chocolatey note? Okay, fantastic. So what we might do here is we'll use this cocoa here.
That's what I'm thinking. I like this one.
Yeah, this is a beautiful cocoa. It's Dutch processed. This particular one is grown in the Ivory Coast. All right, and we can use a variety of cocos. So and at the very end, we'll use a small amount of the black cocoa. What that does is, and what we want to achieve is we want to get the flavour at the start. So you want to get the chocolate flavour at the start, you want the flavour to carry across the palate, and then we want the flavour to linger at the back of the throat. So that's why we generally use a variety of cocos to deliver that.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start with this. Now, this cocoa is going to give us a malty note. If you want to have a bit of a malt note come through, is that something you'd like to have a smell of them and see if there's anything that kind of stands out to you?
let's try this one. It's a little bit spicy things in there.
Yeah, this has got a really good depth of flavour, and in fact, this will give us a sweetness as well.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got 25 grams left to use. We use.
So you still got 10 left.
We got 10 left. So what we'll do at the end is we'll use 5 grams of this. So we'll use 5 grams of one of the others, just to give it a little bit more depth. Out of these two, which one
Which one? This one, this one.
It's up to you. Or we can also add a little bit of flavour if you'd like.
I'd like to have some vanilla.
A little bit of vanilla? Okay, so let's do that. We'll add a small amount of vanilla into this.
And salt as well.
And a little bit of salt. Done. So we'll add. With vanilla, we only want to put a really small amount, so we're just going to put 1 gram. Okay, so that's going to do us for salt. We're going to add.
How many left?
We're going to add a small amount of our black cocoa.
Okay.
So we'll add 5 grams of this. Alright. That's it.
Yeah.
All we'll do is when we mix it together.
Okay. 我现在要做一杯自己调制的热巧克力。做过许多的咖啡拼配，人生还是第一回去做这个巧克力拼配，挺有意思的。Rightio, that's it.
Okay.
Okay. So,
you'll need.
what do you normally make? How do you make it normally?
How much powder goes in, it's up to you, but we would normally recommend 20 grams of powder. And we want to use our milk, of course.
Okay, this is 20 gram scoop.
Yeah, that's probably about 25 grams, so we'll do a little less than full.
Alright.
And then with our milk, we normally use about 200 mils. So you're the coffee master.
Alright.
You know off the top of your head roughly.
Yeah, beautiful. The phone, yeah. Okay.
Alright, so what we'll
20,
do,
right?
I'll take this one for you.
Alright.
So we'll just use a full flat scoop because we've got a little bit more milk than we usually use.
You're right.
So a full flat scoop.
Like that.
Lovely. Straight in. And now just steam it like you would normally steam milk.
Okay. You ready for this?
I'm ready for it. You ready?
Nearly. Alright, that's good. So what temperature you want to reach
It's up to you. Normally, I would say between 65 and 70, even up to 75, solely because people like their hot chocolate. I'll wipe that for you.
Alright.
Alright, now. Let's use the same glass actually.
Yeah. 好香的。Okay.
Okay, so that's the first thing we'll get. The finished colour in the glass. Now remember that cocoa isn't actually soluble. So what happens is cocoa will always eventually separate. That's right.
Okay.
What we're looking for though is now we can see our colour. That's good. Now we want to smell the drinking chocolate on the top and get the aroma from the product.
So
Yeah.
get a smell.
Yeah, definitely. Now the big test. The big test in the taste.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You want to try it?
Robert's private blend.
Well, give your name.
Well, you have to name it. It's yours.
Roberto. I'll really think about it.
It's Brazilian.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. You want to share or?
You try it first. Let's see.
You know what? This is very different.
Very different.
Very different. Dark and very rich.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Good.
Not bad. Need to fine tune a little bit.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to try it then.
You try it.
Yeah, definitely. It's good. You get you certainly get a sweetness coming through, and a lot of that's from the vanilla as well.
Yeah.
So, but I think you've done a really good job with that.
Thank you.
Well done. All right. Enjoy.
After the last couple of days, we traveled by plane to another city, Adelaide. I think everyone can guess we will be visiting there. 哇，今天有点冷啊！我们今天来到了阿德莱德。今天的目的很明确，就一家公司，就是 Pullman 手工制作的100%手工制作的压粉锤。我们来看看，冷死了。Hey,
Hey,
how's it going?
very well, very
Robin.
well. Mark, nice to meet you. Yeah, likewise.
Hey, this is the factory, right?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's cold
absolutely.
outside.
I mean, it is a bit of a wet day today.
Amazing cold.
It is.
Yeah.
Welcome, come through.
Okay.
Wow.
So this is where you done all your work, or?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is mainly the assembly factory,
Okay.
where we assemble everything, we customize everything for personalization, for engraving. We've also resizing. If someone sends me their basket, then I can match it, remachine. All the personalization and custom
Okay.
work gets done here.
That means it's 120% handcraft.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
130.
130.
Show me something.
Pretty much every tamper touches these hands.
Yeah.
If you come over here and have a look, say for example, the customer wants a red handle, then we get red handle. And this is the start of the red handle. Then we've got all the other different
Wow.
colours,
Wow. That's
like
amazing.
so.
Yeah. So how many color you have?
There's 10 different colours
Okay.
as far as the aluminium anodized goes, and see how they match. So that's what we
okay.
do there. And then we've got the timber. So we've got olive, tree, timber, spalted chestnut. We've got zebrano timbers.
Yeah.
We've got black wengi timbers. Yeah. Red gum. So there's some more up here. For example, Huon pine. This is a very rare Australian timber.
Yep.
The bases, for example, are already laid out in certain sizes. So that will be a bare base.
Okay, you got a number on it?
Yep, they've already been stamped.
Okay.
Yep.
每一个粉锤上面底座都有一个特殊的号码。
Great. So these have already been stamped. So that number lets everybody know, especially me, everything about this. The size, the weight, the tolerances, everything about it. So the way we put it together, a number of different ways, but for example, we have the rubber insert. Okay, so this rubber gets pushed on. And then the top bit will determine whether we're going to do personalization, engraving or not.
Or standard.
We can put a disc on top like that, and then there's a plastic cover.
So you sponsor for the WBC?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
2014 WBC 赞助商，特别赞助商。It's great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. So that's basically the final. I mean, there's some moisture in there. Once that moisture, so that's our barista model, which is the third generation of tampers.
Third generation.
Our third generation. So this is our third model that we've built.
Okay.
First generation was our deluxe model, which we don't have any left. Nexus is our second generation. This one here is our Nexus model. So the Nexus model has a very solid, heavy base.
Yep.
Where the barista model, the biggest difference between the two is this is very well balanced. Okay, where this one is base heavy. I haven't screwed it on yet, but that becomes base heavy. That when you put a tamper in your hand, it's got to feel like part of your hand.
Yeah.
If you have to adjust your hand for the tamper, then that's incorrect.
Not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's incorrect. It's not going to feel comfortable, and you're
course.
probably not going to like it. Okay, so when you pick up a tamper, it's got to feel comfortable.
Of course.
Okay, so this one was our second generation. Absolutely beautiful as far as comfort goes. But the next step was, what happens if your hand is bigger than my hand? How are we going to fix that? So we've got different spaces.
Oh, it's basically it's just adjust the height, right?
Adjust the height. So now the barista is adjustable. The barista handle is adjustable. You can put
One,
combination
two,
of different sizing. Now have a feel.
that's not my size.
See?
Yeah.
Too big for you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the idea now. So if you've got a someone that's 6'6", big long hands,
Yeah.
you can adjust it, or a little girl with tiny little fingers. When you buy a tool, and it's an expensive tool, it's not a cheap tool. You
But worth it.
Absolutely. The quality and the functionality is there. I mean, there's a lot of work went into the design of it. The design actually came from feedback from tens and tens of baristas.
Okay. So you've done a lot of groundwork.
Absolutely. It took about 2 years to do the final design
Oh, okay.
of me coming up with something, giving you the tamper, and then your feedback, and then the next person feedback, and then the next person feedback, then the next bit. Put all the feedback together, and then coming up with that. And there's not one person that I've met that the barista or the Nexus doesn't feel comfortable. There's not one person that I've met that said, no, I don't like it, or it's not comfortable, because this one you can adjust, and this one has that ergonomic shape. It fits perfect. As long as your hand is around about, the size for the Nexus, it's perfect.
Of course.
Yeah. So the other bit that we do as well is we recommend the VST baskets.
Oh, okay.
So these come from America, okay, and we match the base to the basket.
You match the base to the basket.
That's correct.
So this is 58.
So this is about a 0.7. 58.7 is normally about, there we go, 0.78, 0.75. So then we match this to here. Okay, so the size in this example here is 58.4. Okay, so 58.4 is a very good fit for the VST basket. If customers have machines and they send me their basket, I measure the basket and I make the base
Especially for them.
specifically for the basket that they send me. Okay, so it's a perfect fit. Too much gap causes problems with the extraction. Channeling is the biggest one.
Yeah.
And too tight a gap also causes channeling because of a vacuum that's been created. That's why it's important to get the tolerance perfect. Okay, we work on a tolerance. I won't mention that number, but we have a number that we work towards that we found is the best gap. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So the way we do that, for example, a base, so this hasn't been matched. This one here is 58.88. Okay, that's not even going to fit in.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Okay?
Cool.
So what happens is, if you follow me, I've got the customer's base basket, for example. I'm measuring the basket, and then I measure the base. 0.2. Okay, a little bit more. Shake it off.
Yellow sheet.
Measure again. Perfect.
Yeah,
So when you
pesos.
when you look at that fits in perfectly. So to finish it off, I put the our 3 rings, and I'll explain what they are. And that now is a perfect fit.
Yeah, great. Match it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that gap there is the gap that we allocate. So when you pull it out, it doesn't create vacuum, and it gives you enough leeway. So if you're a little bit crooked, it doesn't jam.
What?
Now these 3 rings, can you see those 3 rings?
Of course.
Okay, so what that does, that enables you to determine when you're learning if you're crooked.
Oh, okay.
Okay, also for dosing, depending on how much coffee you put in, every time you push to the second ring, or you push to the top ring, or you push to the first ring. So it gives you a guide for dosing.
It's kind of like guideline.
Guideline.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's it. So that's how we match it to
他们在改装车。
that's my toy.
Yeah. 在改装车哦。
That's where all the engineering comes from.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of engineering on my car.
Yeah. I love it.
Thank you. The base to the basket is
Done a lot of research, right?
Absolutely, and it's very important.
Yeah.
It's very important because it takes the barista to the next level. It's a next level of better coffee extraction. And this tool here is a refractometer. What it does is it measures the total dissolved solubles on when you extract coffee. Okay, so you've got coffee, water, extract it, measure it. So how much of the coffee has been drawn out of the granules.
Exactly, yeah.
This is the best way to measure scientifically your extraction.
Yeah.
So by having a tamper that's not fitted, so very loose and not fitted, and then measure it, and then have a tamper that is perfectly fitted, you get a massive difference in extracted coffee. Big difference, up to, I think it's around about 1.52%.
That's huge difference.
That's huge, absolutely huge. Just by having a fitted tamper, you can get up to 2% more coffee extracted from the same dose.
This is beautiful temper.
Thank
and
you.
Let's hit before.
Yep, thank you.
And today I know, okay, so much difference
Yep,
and so much scientists involved.
yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know
absolutely.
that by now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. This is a very special tamper. This is a coffee tree from an Australian farm in northern New South Wales in Byron Bay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this handle is being made out of a coffee tree.
Coffee tree.
Coffee tree, absolutely, in a farm in Byron Bay, New South Wales.
New South Wales.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so it's very, very special.
Okay.
And here we have a tamper stand made out of jarrah, and this is for you, and thank you very much for coming.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you. Champion.
That's it. Champion!
Champion.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you for the treat.
Absolutely.
It's great.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad you saw how we put these together.
Very
all the love and passion that comes into making one of these.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
I can tell you
Not
this is
easy.
not easy.
Not
Okay,
easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy it.
I will, definitely. I'll win a champion with that. Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
Our next stop is Opress, a New Zealand company that now operates all over the world, the distributor of Lamajoko coffee machine. We will be going to their Melbourne head office. 我们今天来到 All Press 的 Melbourne 烘焙间，这是主烘焙师 Lian。Nice to meet you, Robin.
Nice to meet you, Robin.
Thank you. So, what's in here?
In here we have a 70 kilo ART roaster.
How many? Sorry, 70.
70 kilo
Okay.
ART roaster. This is built and designed by Mike Allpress and Mike Scobie, who own a company called ART. It stands for Air Roasted Technologies.
Oh, okay.
So this is a hot air roaster, which is a bit different to your conventional drum style roaster.
Okay. So what's the difference?
What's the difference? Is that rather than using conventional heat, we use hot air to roast our coffee. So what that means is when we drop coffee into our roasting chamber, which is here, the beans are suspended on a fluidized bed of hot air.
Okay.
And that way it kind of roasted in a way that is a little bit more cleaner, a cleaner cup to us, which is why we choose to roast air roasting.
Yep. Yeah.
So basically, like the breakdown of the machine is we have a large combustion chamber and a large fan. Through that, we regulate how much air and at what time, what temperature, and what speed we choose to roast our coffee.
What do you think all press style compared to the specialty coffee in the market, in Melbourne market? So it's like a little bit close to the traditional way, or is it fashion way?
we still focus on improving our coffee all the time. Like we're constantly cupping. We definitely try not to stay stagnant. But at the same time, like we do focus on just what is best for us. So rather than buying maybe the trendiest coffee or green bean at the moment, we just
consistency.
We cup it, and if it fits our profile, then that's the one we want.
Okay.
Basically, like we just always focused on flavor for us.
Okay.
Yeah, regardless of what the latest trend might be.
Of course.
Measure everything by hand a lot of the time as well. It's great.
What's this? So this is cupping room?
So it's our training room.
It's training room, okay.
So with our customers,
So you train your customers?
train our customers,
Okay.
which is really good. So it's every customer we take on, and with their new staff as they hire along the way, we like to bring them in and like show them how we like to prepare coffee in a really good environment, so they're able to have the knowledge and pass it on.
Okay.
And the same thing as well.
Basically, you just want to keep not just the roasting consistency as well as the final product making.
Yeah.
The way you make the coffee have to be precisely.
Absolutely, because I mean, you know, we put so much love and care into our coffee.
Exactly.
And then our customers want to do the same, and we just try and share as much information as we can along the way. Yeah.
Wow, I like this area.
Yeah, so there's
I wish my case big enough and carry one home, you know.
Have you?
Oh, that one?
Yeah, the Strata.
Yeah.
Beautiful machine.
Yeah.
No, like so this is where Matt, our technician, does all of the
Can I
work.
try making the coffee?
Yeah, absolutely. Have yourself, man. I mean, the best is definitely for to be able to say that'll be pretty strong, that one.
I like it.
The control over the
Proper.
over your steam one, yeah, that's great. You get like a lot of control over this, so you can start off really slow.
You know what lady is like?
What's that? Yeah! That's really cool, man.
这个现在正在做的是这边的 QC Quality Control， 他可能要在这边半小时间，就是为了保证他们这批烘焙出来的咖啡豆是正确的烘焙的。Maybe. Figure out. 25 cut. Now, let's see. Bam bam bam. Thanks for the day, man.
You're welcome, buddy.
Just come to Shanghai.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'd love to. I would definitely need to check your place out. It looks really cool, your place.
Thank you.
Really excited.
Yeah,
And,
thank you.
Oh, man, anytime. Thanks, guys.
Good ass.
For all I've been blessed with in my life, there was an emptiness in me. I was imprisoned by the power of gold. With one kind touch you set me free. Let the world stop turning. Let the sun stop burning. Let them tell me love's not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. In this life, I was loved by